Huge shout out to Stiefel, where success meets success. We're gonna get things underway shortly here. We've got some guns coming out of the gate right from the start. We'll have Robin Olgaard, followed by Albin Holmgren, Olli Penttala, one of my favorite competitors, up next. Ikuma Horishima of Japan, absolutely ripping. He was a new father when he was here last year, so he's still probably not getting any sleep. He'll be followed up by Sam Goodison, Rasmus Stegfeld, ranked 5th in the world, Kosuke Sugimoto, Taketo Nishizawa, followed by Elliot Vaillancourt. Rounds out our first 10 competitors that come at you today. Then, of course, we'll whittle it down to the top 16 for our small final, and then again, we'll whittle it down to the top 6 for the super final. And the scores are a clean slate with each round. All right, we're getting ready to get things underway, but first we're going to start off with our first forerunner of the men's competition. This is Stephen Boone, local boy, coming at you, and he is on course.
All right, nice cork 7 on the bottom. Solid run, 26.11. So keep an eye on that, but fast skin, clean skiing.
Nice, Boone. I like that exit out of the top air. It looked like you threw in a little double turn there.
Double turn.
Good, man.
What?
Looking good. All right, we're getting staged and ready for our first competitor to come at you. Representing Sweden, this is Robin Olgaard. He's 21 years young, and he is on course.
Olgaard off that bottom air, corking up the 7, real nice skiing. 25.69 is the time, so fast, clean, gets the grab, reaching down for that mute grab on the top. Solid.
Olgaard is the Europa Cup champion back in 2023. Was 9th in dual moguls at Bacarani, Georgia earlier this year, 14th in Waterville Valley. '19th place is his best result here at Deer Valley. It's kind of cool to see the Swedes. You can see they have a very similar style with their turns, which is basically ripping.
Yeah, ripping. Tall dudes. A lot of height in there. Here comes our score, 69-79.
Next up at the top of the course, we have another Swede to come at you. This is Albin Holmgren from Åre, Sweden, and he's on course.
It's Holmgren going big on the bottom. Nice and tight across that line. 25.99. So a couple in the 25 zone. That's kind of the mark. Really nice grab on that top air, man. He held onto that mute grab, but then trouble as he pushed his feet out, Craig.
Yeah, sometimes it's just tough to hold on as you're exiting out of that top air, but he got it back together and let it rip the rest of the way down. You can see on the big screen the approach into the bottom jump where he throws another big old cork 7, just X'd up in there. Made it look stylish.
Yeah, I had trouble landing that top air today. Earlier, got me a couple times.
Yeah, but you were going for 1080? Did you go for the 10?
65.06 is your score.
Next up at the top of the course, we've got Olli Penttala coming at you, representing Finland, and he's on course.
Penttala off the bottom air, styly jump, and really went for it on that top. There's his time, 26.52, major trouble landing that top air, but corked up our first 10 of the day. First but not the last.
Big call off that top jump. Big degree of difficulty on that cork 10 up there, super impressive. And he styles out that bottom air. I like it.
Score 49-65.
All right, next up, getting staged and ready, we've got a big gun coming at you. This is Ikuma Horishima of Japan, and he is on course.
Horishima, huge cork 10 on the bottom and making it look easy on the most difficult course in the world. Time 25.08. Perfection, Craig. That run was smoke show.
He put some sauce in the middle of that run. Just so fast and smooth. That was sweet. I really like that top air. And then just so smooth with his turns, the approach into the bottom air. You can see it on the Jumbotron where he dials in that cork 10. That's going to be a good score.
Yeah, we're going to see him in finals tonight, for sure.
You can see he's wearing that blue bib. He was the World Cup champion at the end of last season. Currently ranked 3rd in the world. Was 2nd in Idrefal, Sweden earlier this year, 3rd in Ruka, Finland. 7 other top 6s for the season.
There's our score, 78.90, current leader.
Our next competitor coming at you representing Great Britain. This is Mateo Jeannesson. And he's on course.
Jeannesson just riding the bottom air, trouble in the middle. He knows that's not going to get him into the finals, but keep it safe. He went for it. Time 25.95. Hey, no matter what happened on that run, he looks good in that mustache that he's got rocking right there. He's a good skier. He just had trouble on that run. We'll see him Saturday night for the duels. Still waiting for the score, but he can bounce. It's fine. 41.46.
Next up, representing Canada, this is Samuel Goodison coming at you. 21 World Cup starts for this athlete, and he is on course.
Goodison around the control gates. D and F did not finish, but he's going to put a little style in for the crowd on the bottom. A double twister, yes.
Love it. I love it.
I was going to say, Craig Rodman did a heck of a double twister back in the day. Daffy double twisters.
Yeah, let's go. Send it.
Goodison's, he's skiing well. He just had trouble this week. It's what we're going to talk about. Landing this top air, getting back on it, and holding that speed is going to be the key for this course. And it's not easy to do.
Yeah, once you get back seat, it's super difficult to get back over your skis. Next up, station ready at the top of the course, we've got Rasmus Stegfeld of Sweden coming at you, and he's on course.
All right, guys, we'll bring the tunes down a little bit. We're going to make sure two people up there get the attention that they need. Yeah, that was right where a cameraman was posted up. I see movement, and I see Stegfeld. He's up, you guys. Let him feel a little love. Holy moly. Top speed into the control panels, into the gate, the fence.
And the cameraman.
The cameraman.
I'm glad they're both up.
Yeah, wow. That was intense. Like a race car in NASCAR hitting the wall, you know, coming in full speed. You're going to get a little instant replay view if you missed it.
It's one of those things that you hate to see, but you can't stop watching.
Yeah, especially because it's looking like it's turning out okay.
Yeah. There was a smile on the cameraman's face.
Whoa!
Stegfeld not smiling quite as much, but he's still up and healthy. That's the important thing.
Yeah, wow. Props, you guys. We're going to rebuild that fence. Take just a couple seconds as Rasmus Stegfeld of Sweden gets his gear.
You can see that a lot of these competitors are really pushing their speed, just coming out of that top jump super hot. And when that happens, it's really difficult to maintain that good body position, stay forward, so you can finish up strong. You got to think that things are getting a little slick out there too as the sun goes away. Temperatures cool down a little bit. All right, the time there, 16 minutes, 26 seconds for Stegfeld.
There's a view looking down Deer Valley. What's all that brown stuff? We got some snow coming in tomorrow, guys, tomorrow night. Powder day on Saturday, I've heard.
I'll be there. I'll be in Empire, crushing it. Gonna be with me, Smitty?
Yep.
Huge thank you to our sponsors, Intermountain Health. Greatness, it's within you and it's within all of us, especially when feeling our best. Intermountain Health is dedicated to finding the greatness in everyone. Intermountain Health, official medical provider of U.S. Ski and Snowboard. Toyota, proud partner of U.S. Ski and Snowboard. Stiefel, proud partner of the Stiefel U.S. Ski Team and the Stiefel U.S. Para Alpine Ski Team. Couldn't be possible without our sponsors, so thank you very much.
Sounds like I can take care of this. Come on over.
Yeah, I just lost my viewfinder actually, but I'm pointing at him.
Let's get out of the way here with these.
let's clear the hill down there. Bottom air, let's get behind the fence.
All right, the course is clear. If you got to mend fences, mend fences. Getting staged and ready after a long break. Up at the top of the course, we've got Kosuke Sugimoto of Japan.
3, 2, 1, go.
Getting fired up. Coming out of the top gate as he is ready, and he's on course.
Sugimoto floating to court 7, crossed up nicely. Good for him. 25.94 is the time. And like you said, Craig, I mean, I want to say he was iced up there, but he was just standing in that start gate looking down and handled it well.
Yeah, as a competitor, you got to have that mental game plan and just say, hey, I'm ready for anything that comes my way, even if it's going to be a long break right before I rip champion. And so Sugimoto did a great job of attacking this course after that long break. Good for you. 25.94 the time for Sugimoto. He's been in the mix so far for sure that time. Most of Sugimoto's results this year been in the mid-20s, with his best result in Bakarani, Georgia, where he had a 24th place finish. He was third here at Deer Valley in 2022, which is his best World Cup result. Scores in 63.40, 63.40, the score for Sugimoto. Next up, staging ready at the top of the course, we've got Taketo Nishizawa of Japan, and he's on course.
Nishizawa getting a tail grab on the court. Nice looking run, 25.53. Little loosey-goosey in the middle. The judges are watching, as I mentioned. They're kind of posted all over the world, so judges represent a lot of the different countries. They're watching this live stream that we're seeing when they come down and judging based on that. We don't need to bring all 7 judges on location anymore, so we've been doing that a couple years, and it works well.
Nishizawa with the 14th place in Waterville Valley, New Hampshire earlier this year. That's his best World Cup result. He's been in 6 World Cup competitions now, Deer Valley being his 6th. The reigning national champion for Japan in dual moguls.
Ooh, all right. That's a big deal.
Yeah, the Japanese are strong for sure, so being a national champion is huge. He's a big deal. Scores in for Nishizawa, 67.57, puts him into 3rd place currently. Going up to the top of the course. Next we've got Elliot Vaillancourt representing Canada.
Competitor ready. 3,
2, 1.
And
go.
he's on course.
Canadian Vaillancourt off the bottom air, gets the grab on the cork 7. Real nice skiing, 25.76. Right in that mix, Craig. You talked about that time, and he's in there, and that was clean for this run, and he's pumped. Nice floaty top air, and really skied well in the middle. Right now, Horishima still our top dog with a big old score. And then it sort of shakes off a little from there. So Vaillancourt could post a nice score on this and jump close to the top of the leaderboard so far.
Vaillancourt was 5th here at Deer Valley in Moguls in 2023, 6th in dual Moguls that same year. Those are his best results here at Deer Valley. 10th last year, so looking to turn it up this season for him.
Yeah, we've been calling his name a lot here at Deer Valley. He always rips this course. And here's our score, 73.51, second place. Nice job.
Next up at the top of the course, we got Yutaro Murata of Japan coming at you, and he's on course.
All right, Murata around the gates for Lauren Masuga at the World Championships earlier today. Around the gates, bronze in the Super G. That's a good thing. In freestyle, going around the gates, not a good thing. Looks like he's not feeling great either. So he's going to exit off that side. Hopefully he's feeling better, Murata. And hopefully we can see him ski on Saturday.
Next up at the top of the course, getting staged and ready, we got Matt Graham of Australia coming at you. This is a gun, and he is on course.
The missile, Matt Graham, corking up the 7 on the bottom, and this time is going to be fast. It always is, 24.48.
All gas, no brakes.
Good. Graham's been ripping this year, coined the nickname The Missile, which you'll hear a lot this weekend, because I love that. It's just strong skier.
Yeah.
Got himself a silver medal 2 Olympics ago.
Yep.
And he's always right in there, 30 years old. So in the upper, he's a veteran.
And he's a dad as well.
He's a dad,
so
yeah.
That's pretty cool. His upper body is just always so solid with the skiing. I love that.
Strong.
Just so strong.
Strong like Matt. Great run, super fast, fastest run so far, kept it clean. You know, he's got a huge air package if he wants to bust it out later in finals. We got a score of 72.94 into 3rd position. We'll see if that holds.
Next up, coming at you, this is Gabriel Dufresne of Canada, and he's on course.
Right there, that's good.
Dufresne, bottom air, cork 7, real nice cross. Fast skiing, 24.89. So another one in the 24 zone. That looked fast. It was fast, it looked fast.
Yeah, he was absolutely mobbing out of that top air. Good cork 7 off the bottom air. Keeping it tight.
Judges will get him a little, that middle section. A little loosey-goosey. I like it. I like the aggression.
So far this year, he has a 12th place in Bakarani, Georgia, and Moguls. Numerous other top 20 results. He was 5th at World Championships in dual Moguls in 2023.
There's our score, 61-22, dropping into 8th.
Our next competitor representing Korea, this is Daeyoon Jung.
3, 2, 1.
He is a young gun, and he is on course.
Daeyoon. Oh, man. Let's make sure he's okay.
Give us a wave if you're okay. All right. He gave us a wave.
Come on, Deer Valley. Let him feel it.
Oh, my gosh. He was mobbing into that bottom air. Hit it anyway. Chooched it as best he could. Taking a look at his top air. Big old 10. And he came out of it with some sauce. Absolutely flying through the middle section of the course, but mostly just dealing with the speed, still making it look good. And then coming into the bottom air, he was still coming in hot, got a little back seat.
Dude, he went straight for like 3 bumps, man. We knew it. I mean, we all knew it. Everyone watching. We're like,
triple
oh boy.
arm swing coming out of that bottom air. That is spectacular. Unfortunately, his feet went through on the landing, and then big crash. One of the most exciting athletes to watch. He really is. I mean, his air package has been so good for so long. This year, his turns have really come a long way. And even with the crash coming down across the line, he threw down a 23.09.
Yeah, that lightning fast. Score in, unfortunately, 33.47. We'll have to see him on duels night on Saturday, but we were pulling for him.
I think he's my new idol. Next up at the top of the course, we've got Cooper Woods coming at you, representing Australia. And he's on course.
There's Woods off the bottom air. Nice cork. Nice clean skiing. 25.39. Great run for Cooper Woods, who actually skis really well here at Deer Valley. He's been doing this for quite some time as well, even though he's only 24 years old. He's been coming to Deer Valley at least the last like 4 or 5 years and skied that clean and smooth. That's how you do it. Nice top air, puts his feet down, great middle section. Did exactly what he needed to do.
Yeah, one of the most impressive components of that run was how he stomped that top air, just set him up so nicely for the middle of the course. Big old cork 7 off the bottom air and nailed that landing, and then was just silky smooth across the line. Looking good out there, Cooper.
Here's our score, 73.66, jumping into second position. That's a finals kind of run right there.
Next up at the top of the course, we've got Severi Vierela of Finland. 23 years old, he's on course.
Vierela, the Finnish flyer. Corks up at 7, crossed up nice. 25.8 is the time. And I think this kind of run, what we're seeing so far, it's all or nothing, Craig. We see some runs that are just lights out, and then some people having trouble throughout the run, and there hasn't been that kind of middle ground yet. It's either hot or cold. That was a nice run from Vierela coming down.
Yeah, he ripped it. He's been in the top 16 in every event this season, so he's had a lot of consistency. Good solid run there. It doesn't matter the conditions for him. He's like, I'm going to lay it down no matter what. Had a third place in Bakarani, Georgia earlier this season. We've seen a lot of times in the 25s. Scores in 70.30, 70.30, puts Vierela into 5th place currently. Next up at the top of the course, we've got Thibaud Mouille of France. Hails out of Megève, France, and he's on course.
Roulier off the bottom, a big old backflip with the mute grab. He's tough with that, 26.35. Nice skiing for the Frenchman. Excellent middle section with those turns. He's about a second off some of the top guns we've seen so far, but even that top air reaching back and getting that mute. So this could be a nice score. Left a few points out there with a second off of our top guns with Horishima and Woods, Vaillancourt, Graham, but those guys were lightning fast.
Mouille with nice lift off that bottom air. He really set that up nicely, pulled his hips through for an excellent takeoff.
All right.
Scores coming in. 75.30.
Yeah.
75.30 puts him into 2nd. All right, next up, we're in the yellow bib. We've got the king. This is Mikael Kingsbury of Canada coming at you, the greatest mogul skier of all time.
There's the king off the bottom air doing what he does. Skis moguls perfectly. 25.11 time, 0 mistakes. Couple of nice airs, you know, backing down. He has a great degree of difficulty as well on his airs. We'll see later tonight in finals. Just the back full and the cork 7. But this kid right here, Craig, he has 96 World Cup wins.
That's amazing.
That's
it's so impressive.
That's just 3 off Michaela Schifrin right now, and sitting at 99. So King has the most of any male athlete in World Cup history, skiing, snowboarding, all of it, and chasing the overall title. The kid, he's fun to watch. He's been coming here for 15 years, 14 years.
I think he has 17 wins here at Deer Valley alone.
Well, here comes the score, 78.33 into 2nd place. Nice spot to be.
All right, we got a local boy coming at you. This is Asher Michael. He is on course. Let's hear it, Deer Valley.
Michael off the bottom air, cork 7, gets the grab, bring him across the line, Deer Valley. Oh yeah, 26.06. That's in the mix, you guys. Nice run, Asher Michael on his home course, Craig.
I like that exit out of the top air. You can see on the big screen, nails that sweet mute grab from that back flip off the top. Just keeping it nice and tight. Knees glued together, ankles glued together throughout the middle of the course, and super focused, laser focused as he comes down into the bottom. Bottom jump does a big ol' cork 7, gets the mute grab and tweaks it. It's really difficult to do on that 720, but he makes it look easy.
Well, we talked about the youth on the men's side and their guns, only 19 years old. We got a score of 69-1-1. 69-1-1. Nice skiing, young man.
Next up, representing the United States, we got Dylan Walczak coming at you.
Competitor ready.
31 years old, and he is on course.
Walczak throwing the backflip, putting it down, Deer Valley, 26-6-9 for this guy. When I was just talking to Craig, we've been calling Walczak's name for years and years here at Deer Valley. He's 31 years young and still getting it done.
Has a real nice tall stance that allows him to absorb these moguls. Keeps it nice and tight, hips up over his knees, up over his toes. That's called being stacked. He gets a little safety grab with a little tweak off the bottom air. You can see on the big screen, gets another look at the approach into the bottom air. Him sending it way downhill, lands with his hands right out in front. Drops that left hand just a touch on the landing, but real solid skiing. Three top 10s this year for Dylan Walczak in World Cup competitions. 7th at dual moguls at Waterville Valley just a couple weeks ago. That's his best of the season so far.
Yeah, that course at Waterville too, it was no joke. It's a difficult course. Not as long as Champion. This is the longest, steepest, gnarliest, but it's a real course out there, and Team USA skied really well and continuing that trend here on the home snow. And there's our score, 74-5-7 into 4th position.
Our next competitor to come at you, this is Takuya Shimakawa of Japan. He's on course.
Shimakawa, nice bottom air. Japanese athlete crossed the line, 26-9-7. Is that time? Smooth, clean, little bit on the slow side.
Touch slow from what we've seen from some of the other competitors, but really nice turns. Kept it nice and tight throughout, top to bottom. Attacking the course. You look on a big screen, see how he launches that bottom air. Gets that grab in nicely. He has 3 top 10 World Cup results this season. 10th in dual moguls at Waterville Valley a couple weeks back. 7th in moguls at Idrefal, Sweden. And the score is in 70.51, 70.51 puts Shimakawa into 8th place currently. We got another stud coming at you. This is Benjamin Cavet of France, and he's on course.
Bottom air, a gigantic crossed up backflip. 24-3-2, fast skiing for this Frenchman. And I tell you, he's got a win earlier this year, a few podiums. This kid is he's lights out this year. Like Cavet, we've been 31 years young. We've been talking about him for a while. Once again, he's been competing at Deer Valley many years, and this year, man, he is on fire, dude.
Yeah, ripping excellent turns and throwing down the fastest time that we've seen so far. Came into that bottom air and just straight ran it. That's a big, big call here on champion, but ain't no thing for Keve.
All right, 76.32, third place. See you tonight, buddy.
Next up, station ready at the top of the course. We've got Pavel Kolmakov representing Kazakhstan. 28 years young.
3, 2, 1, go.
And he is on course.
Kolmakov getting a mute, big backflip and a nice run for the Kazakhstani. 24:07 time. Lit that thing up, the Comet. I just coined that right now.
I like it, I like it.
Pavel the Comet Kolmakov. Real nice run again, man. Holy smokes, that should score well. Moving quick, but every athlete's going to have a little bobble somewhere in this course. I think maybe just our top two had zero bobbles, and that's Horishima and Kingsbury, but that's going to score well. This kid's going to be in the finals. At least he should be.
Fastest time of the day so far. Kept it tight. I mean, he came out of that top air hot. Kept it together, kept ripping, launched the bottom air. That's what the judges like to see.
There's our score, 75.43 into fourth position.
Next up, representing Canada, this is Julien Viel.
3, 2, 1,
and he is on course.
Viel, nice cork 7 on the bottom. Wow, another one, 24.78, fast, clean. The Canadian 23-year-old just had a real nice run down champion.
Yeah, you can tell he's put a lot of work into his turns because they have improved drastically over the last couple of years. Looking really, really solid here tonight. Excellent back full off the top air. Came out of that so well. Excellent exit out of that top air. Got a little one-footed in the middle section of the course, but ain't no thing. Launched it up big with the big cork 7 off the bottom. Just hands right out in front the entire way down. Good skiing.
There's our score, moving into third position, 77.29. He's going to be psyched with that.
Up next, we got another crazy Canuck coming at you. This is Sam Cordell, and he's on course.
Cordell, nice back mute. 5.54 for the Canadian, that's his time. Nice skiing again. We're seeing these guys kind of line it up right now. Solid air package on both sides. And cooking in the middle, but holding on.
This season, 11th is his best World Cup finish. That was in dual moguls a couple weeks back in Waterville Valley, New Hampshire. He's got 5 top 18s, a couple of them just outside of the small final. We'll see what the judges do for their scores on that run for Sam Cordell.
There's our score, 66.06. Onto the bubble spot, 16th.
Next up, representing Sweden, we've got Filip Gravenfors coming at you, and he is on course.
Gravenfors, yes, triple twister spread, best air of the entire weekend just happened. That's a bummer, middle section, because that kid is so good. Only 20 years old, came out on the scene a couple years ago, Craig. We saw him here at Deer Valley. We were both like, holy smokes, who's this kid? And then had a little break last year, but he's back on it this year. Couldn't handle the landing on that top, but what a great skier, and unfortunately will not make it into finals, but triple twister spread, dude. Old school, I like it, I like it, I like it. We'll see you on Saturday, and he's gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be skiing with the vengeance. All right, Deer Valley, put your hands together for our next competitor. This is Mr. Nick Page, local boy through and through. Let him hear you up there. Two podiums so far this year. Just 22 years young. Six top 10 results for Nick Page this year.
3, 2,
and he is on course.
Nick Page off that bottom air, cork in the 7th, bring him across the line, Deer Valley local boy. 25.70 time, right in that mix. Kept it clean, put his feet down on that top air, and I like it. As difficult as this course is today, Craig, and we've seen it from both men and women, it takes a lot to get this thing done, gets the grab on the top air, and nice stuff, did his job.
Yeah, nice tight turns. Sweet, clean jumps. Saw him throw a nice 1080 in training. Going for the cork 7 off the bottom air right there on the big screen.
Yeah, Nick's been crushing this year too, skiing really, really strong. Getting some podiums already to start. That's great confidence. We got a score in, 77-3-1 into 3rd position. We'll see you tonight, buddy.
Next up, we have another Steeple U.S. ski team member. This is Dylan Marcellini coming at you. Let him hear you, Deer Valley.
Marcellini bottom there, putting a nice run together. Cork set 7 crossed up. Let's bring him across the line, 26.03 for the youngster, and really having another nice run. Back-to-back Steeple Team USA gets the sweet tail grab on that top, Craig, and holds on to it. Judges love that.
Yeah, and then he comes out of it so nicely. Excellent exit out of that top air. Good turns through the middle of the course. Keeping it nice and tight, using that range of motion as he needs it. Corks out a floaty 720 off of the bottom air. Really, really good skiing by Dylan Marcellini. He was 3rd here at Deer Valley last year in dual moguls. He went up against his teammate Nick Page for the finals there. Nick, you just saw him come down. Now it's a score for Dylan Marcellini, 73.47. 73.47 puts him into 11th place. We got another Steeple U.S. ski team member coming at you. This is Charlie Michael, and he's on course.
Charlie Michael off the bottom air, cork 7, another good one, Deer Valley. Let them feel that love, 25.95 time, right in the middle of that time zone. Nice place to be, and we are just getting Team USA back to back to back to back, and they're all putting down really nice runs. See the tail grab up top, that differentiates from bottom air. Middle section's just grueling. Kept it tight. And you see the cork 7 without the grab on the bottom.
And then just buttery smooth turns down across the finish line. Excellent skiing for Charlie Michael. 6th in Waterville Valley earlier this year in dual moguls. Scores coming in. We got a 73.34, puts Charlie Michael into 12th place. And guess what, Deer Valley? Coming at you next is Charlie Michael's brother, Freddy Michael. He's coming at you, 18 years young, competing in his first World Cup ever. Let him hear you.
Freddy Michael off the bottom, cork 7's that thing. I mean 10, pardon me, does the 10. And 26.59, let him feel it, you guys. This is first World Cup. He got in last night, Craig. He didn't know he was competing until last night. He's like, yeah, heck yeah. Oh, skiing the Deer Valley World Cup. Great top air, had a tiny bit of trouble on the landing, but got it back together and really finished strong, Craig, including that bottom air.
Absolutely mobbing through the middle of the course. Laser focus on the bottom air. Spins up a 10.
Yeah, it's like a double full or a corkish 10 right in the middle.
Yeah.
Sick bottom air. Best one we've seen so far. And good job, young man. Only 18 years old.
First World Cup ever.
He gets to heckle his brother in the start gate and then come down right after. Yeah, right on. Yeah, the Michael family's got to be super proud. And that's a feat right there. And first World Cup, you remember that, Craig? First World Cup, you get to go crush it a little bit and have some fun.
Sometimes you got to work out some jitters. Freddie Michael is 9th in dual moguls at Junior Worlds in Almaty, Kazakhstan. The scores coming in 52.40 for Freddie Michael.
Good job, buddy.
Many more years to come for Freddie, for sure. Next up, we got another American coming at you. This is Camden Lewis, just 16 years young, and he's on course.
Lewis off the bottom. Whoa, goes big, gets the late grab. 25.5. Time, the 16-year-old with a nice run together right there. We'll break down the bottom air, but everything else is super smooth. Nice top air, cork 7. Puts it down and kind of rocks us through this middle section. I like it. And then this bottom air goes real big and almost like a late grab.
I think he had to stretch it out a little bit because he was going so big, but he's like, I still got to get in that grab.
And he did.
And then he came out of it, had to make his body nice and tall and long so that he could take it to his feet still, but that was absolutely massive.
That's what a 16-year-old can do right there. Craig, what were you doing at 16? I know what you were doing. We can't say it over.
Yeah, don't tell my son.
We can't say it over the microphone. Awesome skiing, Camden Lewis. That was cool to see. Score comes in 57.49, 23rd. We'll see you rocking the duels on Saturday.
Next up, representing Germany, we've got Nicolas Weese coming at you. And he is on course.
All right, an eagle off the knoll. We haven't seen that. These trouble in the middle.
Little knuckle hop down there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the German skier went for it. And champion ate him up.
Sometimes it happens.
Yep, and I like the bottom spread, knuckle hop. So a little run right here. Horishima still that top spot. Kingsbury sitting in second. Nick Page holding on to third. That's our top three. Bubble spot is Olgard in 16th of Sweden. And a few other athletes that are in there as well. Team USA, Charlie Michael's in there, sitting at 12th right now. Very, very cool. Walzak's in there, sitting at 8th right now. Still a lot more to come, but it's a nice place to be, at least when you're in the mix.
Score coming in for Nicolas Weese, 19.20, 19.20 for Weese. Our next competitor to come at you is representing China. This is Renda Wang. And Wang is on course.
Sorry for that. No, it's
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check, mic check.
It's Wang off the bottom there. Nice cork 7.
Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Times a little bit slower, 33.2. Oh, you have the Wang banger. That was the Wang banger in the middle.
I like it. I like it.
The Wang banger. Nice top air, and then just got eaten up. This is, talked about it. We'll talk about it some more. And we're going to, all weekend long, that landing that top air is the crux of the run.
Once he got it back together, though, I really like the turns that he was exhibiting through the middle section of the course. I mean, he rips.
Yeah, he's a good skier. That's what I was talking about earlier with on the women's side. China, known for aerial prowess, has some good mogul skiers coming up through the mix, only 20 years old. And that's awesome. Like, the kid skied really well in some World Cups earlier this year. Just had trouble on champion. Score 21.76.
Next up, getting staged and ready at the top of the course, we have another skier representing China. This is Junyi Fu, 20 years young, coming at you. Had some good results in the FIS Open in China last October. Fu is on course.
Fu down on the side, but back up. And he's going to do an air just for the crowd. We got a banner down, banner down.
Fu looking good in the air with that backflip truck driver. When his feet came back to earth, he's kind of got away from him a little bit.
All right, while we're setting that up, let's give you a little rundown of our top dogs. Horishima still holding on to the top spot. The GOAT, Mikael Kingsbury, in second. Nick Page, third. Vail, Cavet, Kolmakov, Mouille, Walzak, 8. Team USA, that's nice, holding strong there. Cooper Woods, Vaillancourt, Marcellini hanging out in 11th. Charlie Michael in 12th. That's pretty nice right in there, Craig, because not a lot of athletes yet to go can put a really big score up, so they have a shot for finals tonight. And then we go down Matt Graham, Shimakawa, Vierela, and Olgard in 16th.
So right now, the score to beat to jump into the top 16 is 65.79. Next up, representing Korea, we've got Yunong Lee. Lee's on course.
Lee off the bottom, having a run, folks. Look at that, 23.76 is the time for the South Korean athlete, Yunong Lee. And that dude is fired up, and he should be, Craig. He lit that thing up.
He put together a smoke show out there. Wow, excellent skiing, really fast time. That's the fastest time that we've seen so far. Nice big back full off the top air. Came out of it hot and just said, let's go.
Yeah, just watch this middle section as he was flying down. Ultra impressed. His teammate Jung got out early, one of the guys we said we love to watch. And Lee said, oh yeah, I got something in my back pocket. I hope that scores well because that was an awesome run. Let's see, score coming in, 73.69 into 9th position. That's solid, that's a nice place to be.
All right, Deer Valley, let's hear it for our next competitor to come at you. This is going to be Jack Patron.
Competitor ready.
One of the Steeple US ski team members to come at you, and he is on course. With Chris Seaman, the inventor of Screaming Seaman.
And just a hard hit on the inflatable finish area. We'll make sure that's all right. He's coming in hot, hot, hot. The middle got him. You know, this kid's a really good skier. Just 20 years old, one of the young guns on the team.
And he's a fast skier. A lot of times he can deal with that speed.
Look at that, hangs onto the scream and just crosses it up. And now we're gonna see him do his dual thing. So Saturday night, Patron's on a mission to bring the heat. And that takes something special right now, Craig. I mean, the runs we've seen, the guys that are scoring in there, they're big.
All right, next up, coming at you, representing Italy, this is Massimo Bellucci.
3, 2, 1, go.
Bellucci is on course.
All right, off the course for Bellucci from Italy. Side slip down that edge. Nope, I'm wrong. He's going to hit the bottom air. Why not? Oh, that Screaming Seaman backflip. Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's creative.
Very.
got you, Tubbs.
All right, Deer Valley, let's hear for our next competitor. We've got a local boy coming at you. This is Gavin Tobey. Skis for Wasatch Freestyle. Tobey on course.
Tobey off the bottom air, cork 7, sinking a bit, but back on to bring him across. 25-3, nice skiing, Gavin Tobey.
That's in the mix.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, great top air, landed, excellent middle section. Right there with his time. Gets the grab on the top. Local kid, man, skis this course all the time with Wasatch Freestyle. Look at that absorption too, Craig. I mean, those knees coming way up, I love it.
Still keeping it tight throughout the entire turn. That's what you got to do. Excellent absorption and extension.
Right there. Just that little sink the judges will see, but that's not a huge deduction, right? Just because continuing out, I mean, like I said earlier, they're going to get everyone a little bit, but I like that run.
The score's in, 65.11, 65.11 for Gavin Tobey. Puts him into 21st currently. Next up, we've got Martino Conedera, representing Switzerland.
2, 1, go.
And he is on course.
Conedera, oh, styly cork 7, reaches up, grabs the tip of the ski. Like that, 28.39. I like the bottom air a lot.
Yeah, nice and floaty, styly. Big old cork 7 off the top air, X'd up. Pulls his feet through just a little bit. And some nice tight turns through the middle. Using that range of motion, that absorption and extension that you've got to have when you're skiing moguls. A nice tip grab off that bottom air.
Craig, we're in the what we call the sneaker zone, where the rest of the athletes are awesome. It's going to take a really good run to sneak in to that top 16. We got a score in right there, 55.62. So keep an eye. We're going to have a sneaker, I feel.
Our next competitor representing France, this is Tristan Cayolle.
2, 1, go.
And he's on course.
On the bottom, didn't even fall. He had a good one going, man. He was flying like the Frenchmen do in that middle section, and made a decision before the bottom air. See him get back seat right here and thought, I don't want to hit that thing, so I'm going to just do that, which the wherewithal is pretty impressive.
Landed switch on mogul skis is not that easy.
No. Do you get extra points for that?
Negative goes for it.
Okay. Darn it.
Cayolle with 26 World Cup starts. Best result this year is a 12th, actually it was last year, had a 12th place in Valmolenco, Italy. Score coming in, 36.44, puts him into 30th place. So the score to beat, 70.30 to get you into the top 16. Next up, station ready, we've got
One, go.
Finnish athlete, Akseli Ahvenainen coming at you. He's on course.
And I don't know how he did that, but he did. 23.72 and was in survival mode coming into the bottom air and had an awesome run. I mean, top air, big back full, flew through the middle section, as we all saw, and then Craig just got, I don't know what happened in that bottom air, but he hit it anyway and did a back tuck.
Got a little bit back seat, kind of stuffed his takeoff. Still got it over. I don't know how he did. I mean, oh my gosh, there's absolutely no lift with his hips, but he still brought it around. That's so impressive.
Oh yeah, right there, side angle. He got bucked right before. And hey man, props to you. That was awesome. We got a score coming in.
Fastest time of the day.
Fastest time of the day, 65.38, 21st position.
Next up, we've got Eno Buzzy of Switzerland. Just 20 years young, and he is on course.
Here comes Buzzy up the bottom there. That X. Just rock and rolls. He did finish 24.46 fast skiing for the Swiss athlete. And I really like that run. I mean, he went for it. There's no holding back. You gotta give her at this stage in the game to try to make it into the finals. And nice job, young man.
Buzzy was 13th here last year at Deer Valley. That's his personal best World Cup result. He sends that off the bottom air with a nice big old back X. Hands right out in front throughout. It's the way you got to land them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, what are the judges going to do with that? It was a great run. Will it be good enough to jump in to the top 16? We'll have to wait and see. And just on the outside looking in, 65.2 is the score.
Next up, representing the Czech Republic, we've got Matěj Krupa coming at you. And Krupa is on course.
Krupa off the bottom, real stylish, reaches back, gets the grab on that court. 25.87, the athlete from the Czech Republic, and he's fired up. He should be. Just to make a top to bottom down this thing and put together a nice run with two big old airs. You got to be proud of yourself. Grabs on top and bottom. Little extra DD from the judges, degree of difficulty.
Krupa is the reigning Junior World's dual mogul champion.
Yeah, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Look at that, reaches back, grabs that tail. Real nice run, man. Come on, judges.
Nice tight turns across the finish line.
Oh, we got a sneaker, folks. 71.42 into 15th position. And he's psyched, we're psyched. Make some noise for that kid.
Next up, station ready at the top of the course. This is Paolo Pasquarella,
One, go.
representing Switzerland. He's on course.
You put it over there, and then one other super close with it.
Pasquarella wrapping it up again. This guy has a 10 down bottom. Big air pass package, double full up top for the Swiss athlete, 26.71 time. Kind of the coolest, the most degree of difficulty in his air package of any athlete we've seen so far in quality.
Yeah, with the double full up top and the 10 on the bottom. Skiing that third edge sometimes in the middle section. Here he wraps up the 10. X's it up.
Yeah, I like it.
Brings down the landing gear. I like it. Increase that DD.
Pasquarella, 20 years old, sick air package. He's trying to get it all together, but ripping champion on a Thursday night.
Current score to beat to hop into the top 16 is 70.51. Held by Shimakawa. Pasquarella was 8th in dual moguls in Bakarani, Georgia in 2023. It was his best World Cup result. The score is in. 63.66 puts Pasquarella into 26th position currently. All right, next up, representing France, we've got Paul-Andrea Gay, hails from Megève, France. And he is on course.
Gay off the bottom there, quick 7 crossed up, bring him across the line. Nice skiing, 26.2 for the Frenchman, Craig. And you want to hear something kind of cool?
Yeah, I think I know.
His dad is in the audience tonight. His dad, Richard Gay, got the bronze medal at the 2002 Olympics right here on Champion. Now watching his son ski Champion. Do you get it? You get why it's cool?
That's outstanding.
That's so cool.
Doesn't get any better than that, really.
Great skiing from Paul-Andrea Gay. Skied it really well. Just a young guy, 18 years old, kind of kicking off the World Cup. Skied well in Waterville a couple weeks ago. But Dad's proud. He's got to be proud. Score coming in 66.59. Paul-Andrea, your dad's really cool. Go give him a high five.
Competitor ready.
Our next competitor from the Czech Republic, this is Marek Rajdeka coming at you. He is on course.
Rajdeka decided to switch lines halfway through. Try out that skier's right, 29.1. Nice to not crash, and kept on going. Props to him on that aspect of the run. Queued up perfectly with the music as well. You can hear, we just was hearing a little bit of the skiing. It's firm up there. Those bumps had that scrapey sound, Craig, when they're coming down. So that cooler temperatures, a little bit of rain earlier this week, and this is no joke. This course is maybe the most difficult champion that we've seen in a long time, if not ever.
Yeah, Mother Nature always has some tricks up her sleeve. She made it difficult tonight. But boy, that course looks beautiful under the lights, that's for sure. Score coming in for Rajdeka, 26.93. 26.93 puts him in the 38th position. Our next competitor representing Spain, this is Lucas Vertigauer Form. He is on course.
Vertigauer Forn, trouble. Being up around that gate. tucking over the backflip. And Craig, we've also set a record for control panels being knocked down. That was official. That was the 6th one, and that's a new record.
It's an official stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, as a competitor, when you hit those control gates and take it out, it's DNF, so you don't get a score. You ski around it, or if you take it out, same result.
And for the people watching, they're meant to break away. They're breakaway gates, so keeping an athlete safe. How many more to go? We're looking at about 10?
Yeah, somewhere thereabouts.
Yeah, looks like we have solid 10 yet to go. And the Canadian coming up next. And one final Team USA athlete coming right near the end.
Score to beat, 70.51 to get into the top 16 currently. Those control panels, they're not just for decoration. They actually divide the course into 10 different sections, which helps out the judges. Particularly in duels, if someone comes across a line by a full control panel, that's a 5-0 for a duel score, so helps them out. All right, so our next competitor getting staged ready up at the top of the course, representing Canada. This is Joey Dubik.
1, go. Let's go, Joe.
On course.
Go back up that bottom. Real nice and fast. 24.81. Joey Dubik. The Canadian just had a nice run, man. Went for it.
Yeah, definitely pushing his speed, especially through the middle of the course. Nice big back full off the top air.
Yeah, penciled out top air. Real nice.
Hands right out in front. He's dialed in for the landing on that top air. Then just got a little bit wide on a couple of turns through the middle of the course, but kept his speed going.
Living on the edge there.
Yeah,
in the middle.
Yeah, on that third edge.
I love it.
Big old cork 7 off the bottom air with the big old X, and then silky smooth down across the finish line.
So fast, too. It's going to be close. That should be a pretty good score. What will the judges say? 69.12, just on the outside of the top 16. A nice skiing for that young man.
Next up, coming at you, we've got Oliver Logan representing Australia. And Logan is on course.
Logan, a little trouble in the middle. Off that bottom air, comes down 25.17. Oliver Logan, another one that was cooking down through there. I liked everything about it till that trouble part, but nice skiing. Big top air, nice full. Riding that white pony down the middle, then just kind of bucked out.
Yeah, he was definitely right on the edge, just holding on as long as he possibly could, but when that bottom jump comes at you, you gotta be on it.
21 years young, Oliver, nice skiing, buddy. You went for it. We're proud of you there. We'll be back at it Saturday night for the duels, where anything can happen, especially on this course, under the lights, in front of 5,000 people. Score in 48.40.
Next up, representing Australia, this is George Murphy coming at you. 21 years young, and Murphy is on course.
Trouble for Murphy, DNF.
So moving on to our next competitor, we've got Shima Kawaoka representing Japan.
1, go.
Kawaoka is on course.
Kawaoka into the fencing. He's moving. He's up. And he's back, folks. Come on, Deer Valley. We love cheering for the guys that ripped, but also the guys that gave it everything they possibly had. And Kawaoka is one of the many that have been spanked today by champions. I love a challenging course. I think it's so fun to watch, and it pushes the world's best to the limit, and we've seen that all day.
Next up at the top of the course, we've got Fyodor Bugakov representing Kazakhstan. He is on course.
Bugakov, Kazakhstan 24.49 time. There's 4 athletes staged to go, including Team USA's Nate Gendron coming up in a couple.
Last year, Bugakov was 25th in dual moguls here at Deer Valley. Ties his career best World Cup result. He's only 20. He's got many World Cup years in front of him, that's for sure. Scores in for Bugakov, 60.97, 60.97. And now getting staged and ready up at the top of the course, we've got Edward Hill,
Competitor ready.
representing Australia,
2,
18
1,
years
go.
young. He is on course.
Trouble for Hill. The skiway up there somewhere on the hill.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of people blow out in the same section of the course. They're trying to hold on as long as they possibly can, get the body position forward as they approach the bottom air, but then at a certain point, if you just don't have that body position, you do not want to hit that bottom air.
And we did hit that control panel, didn't knock it down, but it counts. So we're up to 7. The record continues. Three to go, Craig, and we got a little break as we're retrieving equipment on the hill, but who's coming up next?
We got a local boy coming at you next. It's going to be Nate Gendron, competing in just the 2nd World Cup of his career. So Hill has made his way off of the course. And next up, Deer Valley, let him hear you. This is Nate Gendron coming at you. Wasatch freestyle athlete, 18 years old, and he is on course.
Gendron bottom up, beautiful cork 7, bring him across the line. 26.44 is the time, and he just had a heck of a run. Clean, Craig, super clean.
Fired up to rip a World Cup in his hometown. Love that, Nate.
Gets that grab up top on the cork 7, nicely on the tail. And this middle section was lights out. I
Nice
mean,
and balanced throughout.
super balanced. One of the cleanest runs we've seen in a long time. Hits the floaty cork 7 on the bottom. And there's the fire. Once again, Deer Valley, make a little noise. He's got a little brother competing, I think, at Sun Valley tomorrow, who may or may not be here. The family was divided. We liked it. Judges got the score 68.23, 21st, but a heck of a run. I think it should have been a lot higher, but still, he's stoked. His friends are stoked. That's a good feeling.
Love seeing that. So cool. Next up, representing France, we've got James Croiset coming at you.
2, 1, go.
And he is on course.
Croiset, nice styly bottom air. 25.14 for the Frenchman. It's down to our final couple. It's got to be hard too, right? You trained so long ago. We've all been there, but you got to stay focused, stay in it, and then you're just up there waiting. The light definitely changes. I was talking to some athletes, and as the day goes on and even into finals, the light changes. It gets really flat. At night when it's all dark outside and the lights are on the course, it's actually great lighting. It's perfect. They love it. But we're in that kind of funny in-between zone right now.
22 World Cup starts for James Croiset. Competed in a FIS event in Team France earlier this year where he got a third place finish. I got a lot of fond memories of Team France, Sean.
Yes. Yes, you do. World Cup victory.
No, that was La Clusaz.
That was La Clusaz. Yeah.
I like that place too.
But I had to throw that out there. You were
Olympics.
Olympics. Your first Olympics.
Yeah.
That's right.
Love that place.
Yeah, that was fun competing there. What a weird place. Like a bunch of buildings up in the top of the Alps.
They used to have the World Cup opener every year for freestyle skiing.
Yep.
Good place to go, for sure.
All right, awaiting the score, and just one athlete yet to go. We're going to wrap this up. We'll tell you our top 16, and then a little break as the athletes buff out. They buff out this course, and the athletes get some training before finals at 7:30.
Shimakawa's been holding on for a long time in that bubble seat with the 70.51. Scores coming in for James Croiset. 69.01 puts Croiset into 21st position. And then there was one. Moving on to our final competitor of today's men's qualifying round. We've got Anton Bondarev of Kazakhstan coming at you, and he is on course.
Here comes Bondarev flying through the middle, holding on as well. 24.23, ultra fast time. You know, judges will get him, obviously, turns, but I like his steez that he has. That speed was fun to watch. 24 years young, Kazakhstanian. Wasn't giving up, Greg.
No, absolutely not. He fought that thing top to bottom, came down into the bottom air. It looks like he kind of lost a ski pole. It looks like his strap broke. So he was starting to pole plant from mid-shaft of that pole. Sometimes that can throw off your body position a little bit, but yeah, he was going for it. Came into that bottom air hot, and then he had to buckle on the takeoff just to make sure that he brought it around without sending it absolutely to the moon. That's what you call a chooch. It's a chooch takeoff, where you buckle off the end. Athletes do that a lot when they're coming in super, super hot. Scores coming in for Bondarev, 54.64. All right, so that shakes out our men's qualifying round. So in 16th position, hanging on for a long time, was Shimakawa Takuya with the 70.51 in the top spot. We've got Ikuma Horishima, followed by Kingsbury. Nick Page of the United States in third. Julien Viel, Ben Cavey, Pavel Kolmakov, Thibaud Mouille, Dylan Walzak, another American, sitting in 8th currently. Lee Woo-seung in 9th. Cooper Woods 10th, Elliot Vaillancourt 11th, Dylan Marcellini 12th, Charlie Michael 13th, Matt Graham in 14th, Matthias Krupa, newly crowned junior world champion, is in there. He's sitting in 15th currently, and Shimakawa Takuya of Japan rounds out our top 16. Excellent skiing, gentlemen. So we've got 4 U.S. athletes in the men's final coming at you here in just a little bit. Finals will start at 7:30, so we're going to take a little bit of a break right now, do a little bit of course prep, another little training round, and then we'll get into the final, 7:30, and then the super final immediately following.